everyone. I'm excited to share about a study I recently led that was published in the Journal of Marital and Family Therapy entitled Identifying Informal Help-Seeking Patterns in African American Couples. This research explores where African American couples turn to during relationship challenges, emphasizing the crucial role of informal resources like family, friends, and faith communities. By understanding these patterns, we can better connect community-based supports with formal therapy services, ensuring that couples receive the care that is aligned with their cultural needs and values. So this study specifically looks at African American couples seeking relationship support from informal networks, which for the purposes of this study we defined as family, friends, and religious communities. To evaluate our hypotheses, we used an actor-partner interdependence model, or an APIM model, which allows us to look at how one partner's help-seeking behavior influences the others, offering a more holistic picture of the help-seeking dynamic. And it's our hope that understanding the interdependent nature of help-seeking will also allow researchers and therapists to better identify opportunities for collaboration with more community-based resources. So now I'll dive into some of the findings. So in our results, we found that discrimination was related to seeking support, with African American wives who experienced more discrimination being more likely to turn to family and friends for help with their relationship. We also found that religious involvement was significant, with wives who were more active in their religious communities being more likely to seek guidance from religious leaders. And connected to that, we found that the attitude toward help seeking from religious leaders, which I think my religious leader would be helpful, was meaningful. So for husbands, rather than just the religious involvement, it was more so that husbands who held a positive view of seeking help from their religious leader were more likely to do so. And so, like I mentioned, being able to understand the interdependent nature using the APIM was also meaningful, and we found several significant findings there, with wives who engaged in religious communities having their husbands be more likely to seek help from religious leaders, and husbands with higher education levels having wives who were then more likely to seek help from their religious leaders. So there's more you can always find within the study, but one of the things that I'm really excited about is that this study moves beyond just the barriers of therapy, so what keeps African American couples from seeking out help, and rather it focuses on the strengths and the resources already utilized within African American communities, showing how existing support networks are providing crucial relationship guidance. And by applying the APIM model, we were able to highlight the bidirectional impact of each partner on the other and the impact that has on help-seeking behavior. A perspective that has largely been underutilized within this field of study. And these findings reinforce the importance of therapists acknowledging and integrating informal support systems, ultimately with the goal of fostering a more culturally responsive and accessible environment for African American couples. So if you'd like to learn more about this study and read it in depth, please do seek out the study. It's open access through the Journal of Marital and Family Therapy. And if you're a therapist like myself who's working with couples, I encourage you, as well as something I continue to do, is to reflect on how we can collaborate with informal resources and how we can be working to reach out and better serve African American couples in our communities. So thank you for watching, and let's keep this conversation going. You can always follow me on LinkedIn, and I'm also on Instagram at AuthenticallyAimee, PhD. And thank you for your time.